Hi, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, my name is Jennifer, and I'm a law clerk here at the Law Office of Odalo J, Ohiku. I'm here with Attorney Ohiku, and today we're going to continue the conversation we touched on last week regarding protesting, but this time specifically focusing on the Black Lives Matter movement. In light of the 2020 Black Lives Matter protests, we wanted to quickly take note of a few protests in the past that have not only drawn national attention, but have led us to where we are today. We have the Selma March by Martin Luther King Jr. in 1965, Tommy Smith and John Carlos at the 1968 Olympics, a protest after Trayvon Martin's death in Florida in 2013, Colin Kaepernick and Eric Reed kneeling during the 49ers final preseason game in 2016, all the way to a photo of Los Angeles, California in a Black Lives Matter protest that happened only a few days ago. So, Attorney Ohiku, my first question for you is, these Black Lives Matter protests have been happening for about 2 weeks now. What have they accomplished so far?
Well, obviously I'm a black male, and today being the day after George Floyd's ceremonies, my heart is heavy. In this short amount of time, what has happened is the 4 officers involved in that case, they were arrested and have been charged. And then also you're seeing movements kind of throughout our country and the world, to be honest with you, in terms of equality. And then in the United States in particular, you have Confederate monuments being removed and actually taken down. So those are some of the things that have been changed. But then you also have, if you think about I think it was yesterday, maybe it was Tuesday, Roger Goodell from the NFL said that they got the whole issue with Colin Kaepernick wrong, that they were wrong. And then you have Nike coming out, their motto is, normally it's just do it. They got this commercial out saying, no, for once, don't do it. So big companies are, taking notice. So I think it's been a sea change, or hopefully it'll be a sea change.
Something we're seeing a lot of is petitions to defund and disband police departments. What exactly does this mean?
Okay, so I'm going to kind of boil it down to what my understanding of it is. And some of you might not know, my wife is a retired cop. So this issue is kind of near and dear to my heart. And then I'm a black male, so I got kind of a unique perspective when it comes to law enforcement. My understanding is this ban is to completely blow it up, that it's dismantled. You want to completely do away with it and maybe start completely from scratch. So you blow up the entire system and then start from scratch with a new one. Defund is basically diverting. So if you got a pot or pool of money that are expended on, resources or services, defund would mean channeling some of the money that would normally go to law enforcement or to police departments, channeling it away from police departments and diverting it to other community services or mental health type services in the community.
If the Milwaukee Police Department were to disband, how would that affect your practice?
The truth of the matter is, in terms of the criminal defense component of our practice, I don't think that that's going to go away, if I'm being honest with you. I don't think that we can live in a society where there won't be some form of law enforcement. So if the MPD was disbanded, I think that there will be something come in its place to perform that same type of function, because we can't go back to the days of the Wild Wild West and just lawlessness. It has to be some form of law enforcement. So I don't think it would affect my practice too much. And then I also do other things too. So if the criminal defense component slowed down, I think the practice will still be functioning kind of at the same value.
As a Black attorney, what does this movement mean to you?
That's a really good question. What it means to me, first of all, I'm a Black male, before I was an attorney. So I have an experience that I've grown up with in terms of the way I've been treated by law enforcement. And then I'm an attorney, so I'm dealing with how the system treats, Black people. So what this movement or what's going on right now, it makes me feel like maybe our society at large is finally gotten it, kind of woken up, and is facing the reality that there are, two Americas, one white, one black, and that our society is saying that it's not right. So I feel good about what's going on. I just hope that it continues now that officers have been arrested, monuments are coming down. I hope that same fervor continues to make change.
Thank you, Attorney Ohiku. That concludes our Q&A. If there are any additional questions or topics that you would like us to discuss, please send them to us at lawclerk@ohiku.com. Thanks for watching.